try to get knee sleeves on before we even start doing any squats, so that way I feel good right away in the workout. You don't want any negative feedback. You know, when I go do my warm-up squats, I don't want my knees to bug me or anything. So cork these bad boys on. Get ready to go. These are our gangster sleeves. These are the thickest, strongest sleeves you can buy. They're 9 millimeters. 9 millimeter in thickness, the neoprene.
We're gonna get so deep.
Sex ramp.
We are gonna get
Sex panther.
so deep.
You ever used that before?
Yeah, I've used that one other time before. I felt a lot better this time because I knew what to expect. But it takes a lot more time to get set, get your feet where they need to be, you know, like you saw, and then kind of just commit and get into it. Feels pretty good. Kind of end up rolling on the outside of your, kind of like this, a little bit. And then when you come in, it kind of allows your hips to get a little more open. It feels good, actually. It feels like a really good deep stretch. Got it.
It's the most dangerous thing ever made.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous.
It's just really hard to, it's not stable, obviously, and it's really hard to, there's nothing to save you. If you f up, you're done. Like, that's why it looks kind of dangerous to me. Maybe doing it in a squat rack would be a better idea, but I think that, I don't know, once the first person falls, we'll see.
Last time,
We're just gonna do like 2 sets of this. It's just for warm up. We're gonna lose this thing.
open up the hips.
Yeah. Open up that taint.
Open up that tank. Up. Okay, moving the hooks out. There we go.
Just put it back. I'm gonna bow out of this. I don't think it's too wobbly. Is there any more holes? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Victory. Another victory. Another belt boner. And then down the middle. Bam. 10 reps, trying to do them all in a row. I think last time I only did like 4 in a row. Trying to do them all in a row, meaning no stopping at the top. But for whatever reason, your fucking mind's so weak, or my mind is so weak, I should say. It tries to override you and tell you you need to stop. I'm trying to get past it. I made it. Not sure why it's so hard, but it is. Yeah. You might have a little bit better balance in your head if your eyes are down a little bit more.
Okay.
So you try to pick your chin up. When people try to pick their chin up, it makes them go like this. But then they go in their knees more, and then you're on your knees and you're on your toes. And you're like this because you're here. So like this. Well, keep everything here like this. And you're able to really bend at the knees and the hips simultaneously. Pushing your neck into the bar. Sexy double chin. This guy, YouTube, everybody. I weighed in at 227 pounds this morning. This guy lost 230. He lost a full entire fucking Smelly. I lost 100, so if you mix that together, let's carry the one. We lost 585 pounds together if we were combining it, if my math is really standing up. How'd you do it?
I followed these guys, the war on carbs, honestly. I was so lost. There's so many diets out there. This was the easiest diet to follow. Take out the carbs, enjoy everything else.
What made it easy for you? Why is it easy if people think that not eating carbs is really hard? What made it easy for you?
Honestly, you know, at first you might think, okay, taking away the carbs is hard. It really isn't. I eat burgers and steak. How hard is that? You know,
so it's like some foods that you like were in the diet.
Absolutely.
Give me that collar. I got to keep working. Any other tricks? Like you kind of got into like cooking, like recipes and stuff.
So I have kids at home. And
Carnivore Chef on Instagram, by the way.
Carnivore Chef. How do I incorporate some of that in my kids' life? You know, where they're not eating junk food. So what I do with the Slingshot protein, I make ice cream out of it, where my daughter enjoys it at the end of the night.
Hey, it doesn't sound like it's just for your daughter. It sounds like I should get some of that too.
What's that?
Make waffles?
I make waffles out of the Slingshot protein as well. I still enjoy everything that everybody eats, except at a higher protein and no carbs or sugar.
So you still have a lot of stuff that you look forward to every single day.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's just recreating all the crap and making it healthier for you.
That's going to be the key for you guys. I say it all the time, and I actually think that I would love for everybody to land on a ketogenic diet, because I don't think there's anything that even comes close, that even remotely compares to keto / carnivore, that kind of stuff. But if you do land on a different diet, just make sure you have something to look forward to every single day that's still healthy, that's still part of a plan, that's still allowing you to make progress, but still look forward to something yummy.
Let me show you real quick what we're doing here with this guy. So this is Hottie, right? When he started, got all this extra skin from losing that weight. Looks like an extra ass. But then when you come over here, this is him now getting jacked, right? He's still got the extra skin, but we don't worry about those things. We worry about building up other parts, make the shitty parts look better, and then eventually the shitty parts all go away. But you see, there's a drastic reduction. He's covering it up a little bit. That's a good move that I think he learned from me. You just kind of, you know, make believe like you're flexing and you kind of cover up, but that's perfect. But look at how much bigger, if you really look in the upper body, how much bigger that is. That looks fucking awesome, especially with all those tattoos.
Absolutely.
Good work, my man.
Thank you, brother.
So proud of
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Just another easy set for you, big man. Here we go. Yeah. Good set. Fuck yeah. Making our weight look like chump change.
Thanks, sir.
Got to hear some of this guy's story. What I like about his story, don't take any offense to this, he represents the common man. He's got a regular job, he's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got obligations, and he moved here from Texas. He's now here in Sacramento. I'd like for him to share some of his story.
Name's Justin Watson. Moved here a little over 3 years ago from Dallas, Texas. Stumbled back into weightlifting, found Mark via Stand Efforting on YouTube. I've been lifting for 15 months now. I've gone from the couch to a 650 deadlift, 600 squat, and 300 bench press. Been talking with Chris, changed my diet dramatically. As Mark was saying, I've got a 9 to 5, 40-hour week job, wife who's a PhD student, daughter who's a 13-year-old teenager, which you know how fun that can be.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when I'm not here, I get about hour to hour and a half a day in my own gym in my garage. I've just got about 500 pounds in plates and a barbell, and just make it happen.
Who is the person that pushed you to get up off your couch?
That would be my amazing wife. We moved out here and I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anywhere to go. So I got fat and lazy sitting on the couch playing video games, and almost 400 pounds before she's like, babe, you gotta go.
What video game?
Borderlands 2, anything that has really bright, shiny colors.
Yeah.
And a lot of racing games, reaction time.
And so she got you to get up, she inspired you to get up off the couch, make some movement, and you said you started searching online looking for stuff, right?
Yep. I always loved watching the strongman stuff on, like ESPN2, ESPN3 late at night. So started researching that. through that, I found the nutritionist for Brian being Stan Efferding. Through Stan, I found Mark. Found out that SuperTraining was free. It really is. And then here I am. I've been here for over a year and have made amazing gains.
Guys, pay attention to that story. I mean, there's a lot in there. But what I personally got out of it at the end there, people that are in industries, people that are in, people that are authors, people that are in the supplements, people that are in the nutrition space, people that are in the fitness field. Whatever field you're in, everybody always wants to be so guarded and hold it all in tight. Well, if I held it all in tight, he might not have heard some of the messages from like a Stan Efferding. I didn't build or make Stan Efferding, he made himself. But a way that he made himself and a platform that he had was through SuperTraining Gym when he was doing the strongest bodybuilder in the world. And then he soared doing a lot of his own stuff, the vertical diet, and the rest is now history, and he has his own platform and he's kicking ass. But I want everyone to pay attention to that, because if you don't give and you don't share, then other people aren't going to learn. Even Justin sharing his story today, getting up off the couch, the reason why I asked the video game, because that video game holds specific significance to one of you guys out there. Or even just the picture in your head of his wife saying, hey, you need to get up off the couch, and he's doing this. How many of you are probably guilty of that? Or maybe it's a role reversal. Maybe it's the husband. Maybe it's the husband yelling at the wife, or whatever it might be. But I know that you need to be inspired. I know we know that you need to get up off the couch, because it's not so much about you're trying to be a fitness freak or that you're trying to have some great change. You're just trying to improve. That's all it really is. So those of you that are worried, and those of you that are like, oh man, I can't, you know, Justin lost, what did you lose, 80 pounds?
I've lost 75 at this point.
75 pounds, like I can't be like Justin, I can't lose 75 pounds. Well, he didn't start out by saying, I'm going to the gym on Monday, and I'm going to lose 75 pounds.
No, it was the 10-minute walks.
That's it. A 10-minute walk, right? It starts with that, starts with something that simple, and then it migrates into other things. So we're really looking at progress. Let's just stop using the word change. You're going to change anyway. You're getting older. Shit's going to be heading south no matter what you do. Pain's heading your way. You're going to get a little fatter. It's not going to work as good. All kinds of shit's going to start to happen, right? Walk a little slower, talk a little slower, think a little slower. That's all coming our way, but the things that we can control are just trying to get a little bit better. Take Justin's word for it. Start hitting up those 10-minute walks. I better get back to my squats, and you better get back to those deadlifts,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Here we go. Here's Smelly Bell.
Not bad.
Woo. We upped the game. He was only going to go to 275. Now he's up to 315. A little sibling rivalry, even though he always smashes me every time. Yeah, you know, I've been getting really bad shin splints for some reason, and so even just walking hurts. So that's something that a lot of people don't have to deal with every day. So I got to deal with that before I can deal with any of the lifting issues for the day, which always sucks, but it's just another step. So rather than complain, I learn how to sort of dance around it, because complaining gets you nowhere. So I'm just trying to figure out like ways around it, other things I can do, so I'm not impeding the group or making negative comments or being negative. But sometimes it's hard though, because you can't do what everybody else is doing, and it makes you feel like shit. But you just have to realize like you can only do what you can do.
But you got through it, and still lifting, right?
You don't have to do it, but you're a lot better off doing it, you know? I always find that the days where I do it, mentally and physically, I'll always feel better. There's never a time where I do it and go, you know what, I shouldn't have done that today. Unless, you know, like if I get hurt or something, but it's really rare getting hurt lifting. I actually tell people I get hurt because I have arthritis really bad. I get hurt doing the dumbest shit. Like I'll roll an ankle getting out of bed, or I'll do something. My joints are all compromised and they're all in pain, so a lot of times I get hurt pumping gas. Like the thing will pop out and I'll pop my shoulder out. And people think that it's a joke, but it's true. When you have chronic pain like I have, just everything hurts all the time, and you got to figure out ways around it. You just got to figure out ways to deal with it, otherwise you end up killing yourself.
Yep. Yeah. Woo! Hell yeah. That was crazy. I thought I was going to fall backwards with that one. You get it. Yeah.
Go, Mark.
Keep it going. Let's count. 16, 17, come on. 18, going to 30, come on. We got you. We're right here. Keep it going. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. Must be ladies' night tonight. Pardon me, ladies, for that slander.
Boosh!
Andrew has PTSD right now. From the other day when I was talking about this joy in this thing. He's like, that was like 2 days ago. I know. Yep. And dig. Let's go.
Try to keep the reps like reasonable though. You don't want to do a million reps, so like just 6 to 12 of each one. I'll just far around this while he's on there. Let's get him up over 3. Okay, let's hold in there for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good. Next goal next time around, see if we can get to 400. We're looking at the watts right here, okay? Work on getting a good full range of motion. Go up real high with your arms, come down real low towards your feet. Come down towards your feet. There you go. Good, let's see if we can get the watts up over 300. We're at 290. There you go, stay there for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good, make sure you're breathing, try to work on recovery. We want longer strokes from way up here all the way down like your toes, okay?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I used to drive in an automatic. Oh. Lights out. Ah. 3. Ooh. That's it, we done. 10-minute walk and we're out.